I've been going through a lot of stuff, so it's like, ugh. So anyway, we're going to deal with Mr. Predicto. My hair has been a little bit, let's just be honest, not workable. I've tried everything and I just said, you know what, the weather is just lovely. So, all right. I have been cleaning and I found one of my smoke'ems. So I'm gonna stuff it and have that. Ooh, mm. My cat is sleeping and being good for now. For now. It's not done yet. Oh, here we go. So anyway, I have not heard from Brandon at all. Um, Real weird. But I thought, okay, well, usually I hear from him, but you see, I got to make up Wednesday that, I couldn't go to work so I can have a full paycheck. So I'm going to have to go in there the usual time I do, at 6 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, and finish up my whole thing. Yeah. So my weekend for Saturday is getting up early. I have 2 days of work to do still, but I'm good with that. Yep, yep, yep. So every so often, I have a super squat thing that I sit on, and it really does the work. I got a spare tire. I'm trying to, alleviate, but um, a friend of mine who usually comes on here states that it's probably from a accident, and I got like you know something from the accident that it's come up a couple of years later. Like, hmm, that happened in 2017. I'm trying to think. My dad was still living. So it was a long while ago. I don't know. But all I know is I got a spare tire and I got to do some sit ups or something to get rid of it. Boy, it's really big. It's a big spare tire. So we're going to do squats and smoking weed. Do, 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 do. Ah, and my shirt. Woo. Yeah, I'm wearing Halloween stuff. What do they got to wear for Thanksgiving? A bunch of turkeys? Really? There we go. I used this. It's like a squat machine, squat magic. Woo. So I'm gonna get rid of my big spare tummy I got. I've been hiding it. I mean, my legs are skinny, my arms are skinny, everywhere else. But I got like this big spare tire, man. Oh Lord. Oh. So that's what I've been dealing with. is a big spare tire. So I've been kind of embarrassed about it, You know, hey, it's winter time, but I figure I can go on my squat magic every so often. I got it at the max. I have I watch what I eat. I don't overeat. I don't, and I exercise. I usually don't eat late. So I'm like trying to figure out why am I, this is just so right now I've tried everything naturally. So all I'm going to do is exercise, eat well, and hope for the best and cross my fingers, meditate and bring healing light to myself. But there's nothing, I was told by a doctor that it's just a spare tire, just a little extra spare tire. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing is thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. So every so often I will go on my squat magic because of my spare tire. It's becoming quite, the thing. So right now I've just started, my joke is, yeah, so yeah, I'm like, wow. I've never gone to a doctor's office and you're going, look, it's yeah. So when you feel like you're not getting help and your spare tire feels like, oh my god, it's just getting bigger. So let's go and you can go with me on my um fun adventure in life in finding, just how to take care of your body. I mean, even though I got a spare tire, I'm still going on my squat magic and it should be magical, you know? That helps. Squatting helps with your stomach muscles, it helps with your legs, and it also helps with so many other things. So thank you for both thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm trying to I'm hoping that by February, when I go back to my doctor, that I will have a decent stomach, that I won't be all, yeah, because it's just, wow, it's upsetting because my, you know, I, you know, it's like the only spot it's at. Couldn't it go on the other side? If it went on the other side, I'd be cool. I'd be just with a little more, stuff in the trunk. But no, God's got to be a practical joker. And he goes, hey, how about this? How about this midsection? We'll make it a spare tire. And they're like, yeah, 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 let's go do it. Okay. Zoom. Yeah, he got practical joking. Funny, God, that's funny. I'm laughing. Why didn't you put it for the other side? I have a little bit of, stuff in the trunk. No, I get blurbles in the front. Yeah, he's a practical joker, man. He looks at me and he goes, hey, want to see me drive her crazy? Yeah. Let me put her behind that old lady that leaves the turn signal on for 5 miles and drives 24 in a 45. Yeah, let's put her behind there. And I'm like going, oh my God, hurry up. Oh shit. Don't you hate that? You get behind those drivers, like the ones my grandma used to be, you know, we used to get people telling my grandma all the time, hi, Carrie, how are you doing? Well, we all have, like, we're not. number 10s. Let's just be honest. If we were not, if I was a number 10, I'd be modeling on, you know, magazines and stuff. They'd be like calling me up, hey, hey, Omega, we want you here. But you got to understand, um, in April, May, June, and July, I wore relatively small. My stomach looked pretty decent, you know. I have a job when I lift up my bags, I lift up 25-pound bags. So when I lift them up, I bend my knees, I squeeze in my stomach as far as it will go. And I squeeze it in and squeeze the bag. And that's how I lift. When I lift up like this, and I have my stomach muscle fully engaged. And I'm walking to where I need to put the bag of clay. That's how I do that. I engage my stomach muscles every single day, multiple times for multiple minutes. You got to do what you got to do. I got to take care of things. And that's, proper way. You don't do any fancy maneuvers, nothing. You just bend your legs down. You grab it on, you squeeze that stomach muscles. I squeeze it as far as I just squeeze that stomach muscle, squeeze it. And then I get the bag and I walk it where I need to go. And then when I let the bag down, I slowly let the stomach muscles relax slowly. You know what? I'm not getting old for my job. I love my job, actually. I do. I'm good at it. My boss comes and asks me, hey, I need this table done. I'm like, all right, it's done. I got some good help. You know, good to get coworkers. We all work together. So if I finished first and say another coworker needed help on a table, I close up my table, wrap it up, go to his table or that coworker's table, help them out. Yeah, that's what it's all about. When I'm done, I punch out and I'm done. I don't hang out there. I don't tell, stories to anyone. I don't try to BS with people afterwards. I'm gone. If it's not a function I'm supposed to be at or anything at work, I'm done. I punch out and get the hell out of Dodge. That's just the way I work. Well, usually I go to the bathroom sometimes, you know, on the way. Yeah. So, yeah. So today we will be talking with Mr. Predicto. Okay. All right. We're going to ask Mr. Predicto, is Brandon going to call me? Is Brandon going to call me? Yes, I am sure. Woo! Hey, Brandon will call me. That's better than a text. I'll be honest with you. So anyway, I know that, I guess you would say I'm an Aries and I don't like having a big pooch looking like really big. To me, it's really big. And a lot of people made mention of it at work, but it's like I did 5 pregnancy tests and they all came up negative. All 5 pregnancy tests, negative, all of them. I bought, you know, some from the store here at my place, and then I bought it online, and I said, "Well, shit, that's all. It is what it is. I don't know what's going on, so I'm trying to exercise. I stay away from alcohol because alcohol is a great. Is my cat humping my? Well, anyway, Carrie, you were saying about going outside. It's hard for me to get internet outside. I would have to use my phone, and I wouldn't feel safe out there because we have hooligans next door who are. Let's just put it this way. I hope karma visits them. And I have my phone and I record it and I play it over and over again on here. So let's ask, will will I get to see Brandon this weekend? See.
Everything points to no.
So what are you thinking?
The answer is unclear. Try again.
Will I see Brandon next week?
It has been determined so.
Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, I got shit to do here. There's no way I can go anywhere having, it's like I can go there, but then I have to drive back, and I really don't have the gas money for that. This week's really a lean fucking week. Oh, fuck. I'm so broke, it's not funny. Oh, God. My cat gets more action on my bed than what I will. My ex told me I'm not allowed to bring my boyfriend over. First, it was okay to have him come over. Then he found out. I gotta drink something. Oh, he didn't like how he looked, or he just more or less said, "No, he can't come over. I don't want him having sex with you in the room." And I really need to get a hold of my roommate's sister and say, "Hey, you got any extra miles to give to your brother for Christmas? He can visit Christmas for like a month, make it a whole nice thing." He is messing with some people who will really lash out in ways I don't really want to find out. And it's really scaring me because he's dragging my son into all this instead of getting a lawyer and figuring out who he can sue, and I can go along with the suit. But no, we got to play Asshole of the Year award. Let's see who's going to get killed. Literally. I am not joking. I really feel, as much as you know, I care about my son more than anything. And always I stayed in the relationship way too long. But my son wasn't going to be left alone, and I didn't want to do a big fight and all that. My kids, by the time I divorced, were past 21. My daughter was, I think, she had just turned 21. Both my kids are out of school. Both of my kids are older. And no, I'm not a prized mom. I'm not perfect. But I did stay in a relationship and did put a good foundation with my kids to be good kids, are the best I can think of. I'm not perfect. Yeah. Wow. Oh, really? You might want to start doing some Tai Chi. Let me spell it out too. How do you spell Tai Chi? Gotta make sure it's right. Okay. Okay, and that's good to start off. You don't want to lose that ability of getting off the ground. And also start with, and Brandon showed me this, um, simple. How many push-ups can you do? I would start with some yoga, stuff that stretches your body. Because once you lose that ability, it'll get worse. Excuse me. It won't get better. Yeah. Oh, I had a long day. It was good. It was good work. I got done. Gear done. Hey, that's what it's all about. I go to work to work. I don't go to work to play. Shoot. Yep. Do your push-ups. I noticed when I started to do my push-ups, and also I started using a different toothpaste recently. My toothpaste heals my teeth, but it's $10 for a tube. You don't put it under water. You don't rinse out your mouth afterwards. And when you sleep at night, you got to make sure your mouth is closed so it can heal, so it can be wet and it can heal it. I've been taking medicine. I've been healing my teeth. I take vitamins, and I'm like, crap, I'm stuck with a freaking spare tire. Well, speaking of which, let's do puff and do the spare tire. Here we go. I got my setup thing. I'll push this over onto the side here. You know, no way. Really? Oh. Um, I have a partial on one side, just like a little, and the rest is, oh, some idiot. Some guy keeps bothering me. I keep telling him I'm live on here. I'm live on here. Oh, God, what idiots. Sorry. I just get tired of dingleberries. I know I shouldn't be. Whoa, really? Wow. Yeah, so we could do the Mr. Predicto. My teeth aren't in bad shape. I mean, like they say, it could be worse. It's just been getting better and better every day. Snapchat's my last one. Ooh. Okay, so here we go. Let's do 10 more. Like I said, this is good for, you know, um everything. Good for your stomach. So let's do 10 more. All right, yeah, I got Vlad the Impaler. Shoot. That's someone you want to invite to a party because he's not going to take shit from some asshole. That's what I want to name my. If I were to have another boy, it would be Vlad the Impaler. I mean, we'll just call him Vladdy. Okay. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I tried it outside and we got, let's just put it this way. I hope that my ex-sister-in-law will gift her brother a time to come maybe over her place. Come on over. And he can visit with family for a bit. More than 2 weeks. I'm hoping for a month. Because he just needs to he needs to lay off the ship before they really do some major problems, and I just don't feel like dealing with that, and I don't want to be dragged into it. They killed my rooster. They just killed everything I owned. Fuck. I was wondering, God, the rooster's gotten kind of quiet. And my son goes, yeah, he's dead. Oh, gee. Yeah, thanks for telling me. Well, thank you so much, Carrie. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so I don't really want to go outside. Uh, let's just put it this way. I don't know what they're going to say, and I can't filter assholes. I know they would say something that would be funny 5 years down the road, but right now it wouldn't be so funny. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm at like, no, I'm not going outside. Oh, it would be nice. It'd be cool though. You got to understand, it gets about 40 now at night. You don't really want to be outside at night. My cat's been acting weird. It must be something shining from this. Is that? I don't even got no light. There we go. So yeah, my hair's just been. I didn't wash it, so it's been lots of fun. So let's go and ask Mr. Predicto.
The outcome cannot be predicted.
Ooh, if you asked it, then there it is. Okay, so yeah, there's more than anything. I think that God sits up there, he's in there, and he's going, oh man, I'm bored. And he looks at his angel or cat like I do, and he goes, let's have some fun. Oh, let's go and look on Earth. Oh boy, the aliens hate when we mess with them. They know who it is. Okay, now oh yeah. Yeah. Let's give her a tummy. And it just trust me on this one. I'm wearing black. I am way too how can I say this? I have yeah, I have certain things that I like to do for myself, and not have. So I'm like perplexed because I exercise, I eat well, but god dang, it's really grown. Mm. So will I lose the weight soon?
That is a likely outcome.
See, there you go. It's a likely outcome. It sounds like it's raining. Is it raining right now?
Definitely yes.
Okay, let's find out. Let's find out if it's raining. Let's see. I'm finding out if it's raining because I asked the predictor. Yep, the predictor is right. It is raining, but my predictor is better than yeah. How I always talk about having a um you know how you go and you ask the internet, hey, how's the weather? And you got it on Chinese mode. Yeah, I hate when you put it on Chinese mode and your phone gets, like my friend, he got stuck with it on Chinese mode and he broke the front of his phone, and before he had it taken in to get fixed, he got stuck on it where the weather was so is it raining outside? You go check outside, you lazy ass. You called in today, you lazy. Yeah. So the next day, he's like, god dang, you know um it's not so bad. you know he said he can flip through the stuff, but that one app, he's just stuck with it on Chinese mode. He goes, god dang, the app butts in. It's like he gets this app and it's like, oh geez, He goes, well, I'll ask how the weather is. Let's see how this one's going to turn out. He asks it and he goes, you crazy? You asked yesterday. Give you same answer. Go look. Like look for a new job. Because your other job, this job, doesn't pay. I only think the reason why he wanted to keep it because maybe, that Chinese mode was a little bit truthful. More truthful than, let's just be honest, than sometimes we are in ourselves. But, I always give someone the ability to, either embark, stand up. Wow, it sounds really like a downpour. To do something. So anyway, what I like to more or less uh, is every so often I will get up, I will do 10 of these and squats by the squat Magic. You could get that on Amazon. And no, I'm not going to put a thing on it. You go and get it on your own. I got, I got. I feel like whoa, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boy. They said a lot of like when people have problems with their teeth, it is also, and it does sound about right. My dad was having major problems with his teeth. I think he was attempting to do what I'm doing now because back then it was he passed in 2019. So I remember in when I was visiting him, I think that was back in 2016. It was a while back. And he was using that. And he said a lot of people are sleeping with this toothpaste that you don't rinse your mouth out, especially when you go to bed. They are taping with surgical tape their mouth so they can breathe through their nose because that's how you're going to get your teeth to get healed. It's through saliva, through sleeping and not so that's how you're going to do it. Yeah. No, I got my real teeth. Yeah. So yeah, it's the real, I've been exercising and stuff. I've been getting up and I do squats. You know, anything to do anything before work so I can become fit, not fat. Goodness gracious. Because even if I have donuts and stuff, my job is so physical. It really is. It's a physical job. It's not a light job by far. You know, I came home, I was like sweating. I was like, yep, I worked hard today. It was a high, how can I say, humidity, high humidity. Mm, yeah. So she's going to watch in the morning. I could barely keep my eyes open. I couldn't get to sleep yesterday. I think it was 11 when I went to bed. I woke up at 4. Yeah. So I had like 4 hours sleep. So I'm pretty kapooty. So I got to tell my boyfriend, well, he, sorry, I'm not complaining about my breasts. My breasts actually look pretty good. It's the rest of my frontage that just makes me think I got a tumor. I'm weird, but that just. So let's do 10 more. Hi, how are you? This is Omega. So every so often, let's since we have someone here, let's get the Mr. Predicto out. Ask it a question.
It is best not to say now.
Whoop. So, does Brandon have another woman besides me?
Everything points to no.
Whoa, so I'm the only one, see? I'm just working hard and yeah, dealing with Mr. Fun Pants here. So, will it rain on Saturday?
That is a likely outcome.
Okay. Will it rain all night? I got boots. I'm good.
Definitely not.
Okay. Well, I get to have Thanksgiving with Brandon.
It cannot be determined at this time.
Probably not. Oh,
Yes, it is certain.
What? Really? Really? Is that so? Tell me about it. So, anyway, let's do 10 and smoke some beautiful. Well, let's see what's left. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. All right. Well, I'll have buns of steel. I'm aiming for buns of steel because God thought it was funny to put my buns of steel in the front. I feel like in that movie Spaceballs, where they zap the one guy over and he looks at his ass and he sees he's zapped up wrong, and his ass, he can see it, goes, ah, geez, that's how I feel. That's how fat I feel. I feel like really big. Ugh, I can't believe it. It just looks like a big tire. Oh my God. So, yeah. So when I do lift, I squeeze my stomach, hold it in place till I drop my clay and hit it out slow. And it helps with your posture too. So we got 15 minutes. Oh, let's get some more weed. Do do do. I need some more weed. Do do do. You want to smoke more weed? Do do do. It's fun to have weed. Do do do. I love weed. It helped me a lot. I don't drink. If you are, trying to lose weight, the worst thing you can do is drink any alcohol, pretty much. You have to have one, make sure it's under 90, 90 calories or lower. Yeah. If you have to have that alky, then what I did, I was like, well, shit, that's not fun. That's what I thought at first. So I used to go and get these Malibus. They're really good. They really are. They're tasty. They're 90 calories or 100 calories. So you have one. That's your one thing. And I still lost weight. So I was like, ooh, I found that. But before I did that, I fasted and reset stuff. So you got to do that every so often. Sometimes I just do it without realizing. I do it for like 8 hours, sometimes 12. My body just needs to, like, enjoy what it has. It's full. I'm not hungry. Sometimes I'll just have watermelon, you know. I'm just not hungry for big things. I got food. I don't have to worry. So, yeah. Please say a prayer for me, guys. I really, I really need to get ahead financially. God bless. This is like, oh, I had some stuff come out. I just, you're like, come over here, baby. Come here. There. Oh, yes, he loves me. Oh, quit acting shy. He doesn't want to be. He's like, don't. And I got some good old keef on there. That's like morning coffee to me. It's a good. You take care of that each time. I think each day I'm thinking, God, I gotta at least be burning something because I'm not eating crud. I'm not, I try to cut out sugar. This is what happens. I get low sugar and I get like, well, wow. No wonder I was kind of like feeling kind of what? So, you know, hence sometimes I have to have, some sugar, If it's not in a bread form, I take it in that direct, the candy bar form. It's not all the time, and I don't just like eat bunches of chocolate, Like I said, I do fast, but I don't get it, It's like shit. It's like God's got you. I don't know. You got it mixed up. You're supposed to put this behind here, for the boom boom, for my bum, not bum bum or boom boom, bum. I'm gonna have, I'm gonna go have some buns of steel. Woo wee! So I squeeze it in and start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. So that was a lot. Yeah, it's probably just that spare tire thing. Blah, blah, blah. So we'll go on that quest. I will be tape measuring it. We can go and laugh about that one. I'll find the tape measure and we'll find out how round I am. So if I get smaller, which we're hoping for the latter fact of getting smaller, you guys will know. We'll go on this journey together of weight loss, and we'll see how it goes. I'll see what I can do in the exercise, do some tai chi, do yoga, do something. And it will be from here because Lord, it is getting cold out there. There's no way at 6 o'clock at night I am going to be going outside when it's 40 or colder. It was 39 last night when I left for work, so it's not going to be too warm, It's been raining. Yep, it's a rain. Oh. So anyway, I am smoking a company called Flora Vega. It is called Casino Kush. They have it in 14 grams. Yeah, I'm so broke. I'm just hoping. Oh, I want to show you the flower, though, that I pulled out of here. I was like, damn. It is like massive. I have to get the other flower out. Oh, and the flowers are beautiful. You just got to see it to believe how big. The thing is huge. Look at it. Look how huge that is. Oh my God. This one's just as big. Oh, shit. Oh, it's still together. There we go. So, yeah. All right. So, let's get started on 10 more of these, and then we will. Everybody. Woo-hoo. So, there we go. Squeeze in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Whew. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have buns of steel. It's just big old buns of steel. I think that's enough for me. I don't want to overdo it. Oh boy, then I pay the price later on. Yeah, I don't think I can pay that kind of price. So, yeah, it's enough for me right now. I done enough. Have a yogurt, something like that, and spend some time with my cat. I found out bobtail cats are amazing. They are the cats that are comparable to dogs. More or less, I actually do call Bobby and I go, and I'm like, come here, He'll actually come when I ask him, you do. He's sitting there going, my feet stink. I'm smelling that. I'll clean that, okay? It's kind of smelling. So be well. Do well. Oh, yeah. And have a really good, positive day or evening. And stay safe. If it's 30 below zero and your vehicle's battery's not in the greatest shape, you need to stay home or ask your significant other who has the better vehicle and go, you know what? Since it's just me, myself, and I, if you can, on your way to work, pick up some ice cream because that shit can stay in the car. I'll be fine. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I was always craving ice cream. I got really big. I really did. It took a long time for me to lose that. So I'm like, ugh. So I'm dealing with middle-aged weight. I got a spare tire. I've been doing with Squat Magic. I've been using that. I'm going to have to go down. So, yep. We will be seeing some stuff. So I'm going to have to get out the measuring tape tomorrow. See you tomorrow at 6. All right. You have a good evening now. Thank you.